Yo, what's going on out there in the land of YouTube? What's going on, YouTubies? I'm YouTubing. What's going on today? How is everybody? Happy Friday, everybody. Today is Friday, November 3rd, 2023. Welcome, everybody, to another rendition of Delete Laws. What's up with the Playboy? Everybody, do me a favor, hit the like button. Take your finger. There's a thumbs up button. There's a thumbs up button. It's right down here. It's right down here. It's right down over there. Take your finger and just real quick, just tap that like button. Just give it a little tap, 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 tappy. Cope, dog and dog. Cope. Oh, I know it. Capvilio. Capvilio. How do I say that name? Capvilio. Chevy. Greg. What is going on, Gregor? How is everybody? KT. Great news out of New York today. I saw that. I saw it. Great news. Great news. What's going on to Birdie? What is going on? They are officially in, everybody. The official 5A cop card is now in. It's just like a credit card. The official 5A cop card is now in. You carry this bad chicken in your wallet. Look at that. There. This is the driver card. And this is the non-driver card. I got them in right now. I got them in. So I think that we sold a little over 100 so far of these. So they got shipped out today. The 5A cop card non-driver and driver is now in. Get your 5A cop card on deletelaws.com. It's an actual card. You can do all kinds of things with this card. This is your 5A cop card. This is your Fifth Amendment cop card. See, one says driver, one says non-driver. When you order one, I give you both the driver and the non-driver card. I'm also going to give away a bunch of these today. I'm going to take, because I got a bunch of these from the factory. So I'm going to give a bunch of these away today. Right now, I'm going to take down your address and your phone number and your mailing address, and I'm going to send a bunch of these off today for free. A bunch of people are getting these for free today. A bunch of people are getting these. A bunch of people are getting these for free right now. I'm actually going to, let me grab a piece of paper and a pen. Actually, you know what? I'll just use my phone here and I'll just take notes. And I'm going to give away a bunch of these today. I'll probably give away 5 or 10 of these. I'll just mail off to people today. You can go to my website and get one. They're no longer pre-order. Look at, that's the final card. Look at that. I tried to make it a Delete Laws background over here on the right. You see that? It's supposed to have little squares of Delete Laws on it, but it didn't quite work out how I wanted. So now it just says the 5A cop card. I guess people won't know where to get it because there's not much of a representation on there. You can get these on my website, deletelaws.com. If you get anything on my site, I'll give you everything I sell for free. I do the same thing every day. I want people to have this. And so that's why, especially a bunch of my moderators, a bunch of the people who are moderators for me, I'm going to send you guys all a 5A cop card. So I need all of my moderators. I need your mailing address. I need every single moderator I have is going to get a 5A cop card. Every one of you guys who has a wrench, I'm going to give you guys a 5A cop card. So cool. It is so cool. I'm super stoked to be able to have these in right now. And then you guys should have a trifold in your car. Make sure you have a trifold in your car. I give away everything I sell for free every single day. I'd appreciate it if you could purchase one thing. If you can, anything. If you purchase any one thing, I'll give you everything else I sell for free right now during the live. Everything I can email. I'm going to ship off. I'm actually going to give away a bunch of these for free today too. I just got them in stock. And so I'm going to give one to Gloria. I need your mailing address. So the easiest way for me to get your mailing address is if you go to my website, and even if you don't purchase something, you get the free downloads, because then I get your full mailing address. I don't got to transcribe it from my phone to my ear or from a text, from copy and pasting and sending it over. So, tracking the dwarf lantern. Where you been, bro? Where you been? So tracking the dwarf lantern, we had a shake up here at Delete Laws a couple weeks ago. And, I didn't get rid of you tracking the dwarf lantern. I actually deleted about 20 people who I was trying to delete. I had a saboteur who did some pretty crazy things to me. And so, sorry, tracking the dwarf lantern, but I will re-add you, dude. I don't know why you wouldn't be a moderator anymore, but I apologize, man. It's So let me show you exactly. I'll just take 5 minutes here with y'all, and I'll explain what the 5A cop card does for you. So now I'll go over the non-driver first. So hopefully, if you're riding with someone, they have the trifold and they immediately invoke their Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. But then the cop may come to you and try to question you. And so say you're walking down the road, you're walking down an alleyway, you're on a side street, you're just going to 7-Eleven at 2 o'clock in the morning to get some cookies because you're a little stoned and you want some cookies, whatever you're doing, right? And so when the cops pull up to you or you see the cop, this is the 5A cop card non-driver, and it's like a credit card. It's like a hotel key. I mean, you could destroy this thing. You could tear it. You could rip it. I'm sure if you tried. But if you take any decent care of it and put it in your wallet, it'll work. It'll last for years. It's plastic. It's 100% plastic. So the cop comes up to you or you see a cop. And then like a lot of people, they don't realize this. The moment you see a cop is the moment your phone comes out and you start recording. And that's why right here it says, got you superior video. So right here, when you see a cop, you start filming and you state out loud, I invoke my First Amendment. And then 1A is in the blue. That's the law, 2017. And your First Amendment right to film cops is upheld by Turner versus Driver. Then number 2 says cop approaches and says any words to you at all whatsoever. As soon as that cop says any words to you at all while filming, you say, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. And then in the blue is the law. The Fifth Amendment is unequivocal. Cop loses qualified immunity for questioning you further. And then say that you're in a car and someone's been pulled over and the cop says, I want you to exit the vehicle. You exit and you state, I plead the Fifth Amendment. I do not consent to searches or seizures. And what he's using is the 1997 holding of Maryland versus Wilson. So the cop actually believes that you're armed and dangerous. And so then you get out of the car, you have your hands up and you say, hey, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right. I do not consent to searches or seizures. And he says, let me see some ID. Perfect. I would love to give you my 5A cop card. Number 4, there's my ID. Number 4 says cop demands ID, says he has reasonable articulable suspicion. While filming, you say, I plead the Fifth Amendment. I identify as good citizen. No ID is required. Hibble versus Nevada, 2004, with reasonable articulable suspicion, citizen must state how they ID, not give ID without probable cause. You see that? So when that cop says, give me your identification, you say, 1 second. You say, I'm going to pull this out of my wallet here. Here it is. I'm in the alleyway, so I'm not driving. So I got my phone out and I'm filming. He says, let me see some ID. I say, let me get this out of my wallet. I say, here you go, officer. Go ahead and take a look at number 4. If you can go ahead and verbalize your probable cause and that you're going to arrest me, then I'll be happy to give you identification. If not, I plead the Fifth Amendment. I invoke my First Amendment right. This is now a police protest because I think you're harassing me. I'm going to stand mute now. Okay, put your hands behind your back. Sure. You're going to put me in torture cuffs? And you just stand mute. We've seen in how many hundreds and hundreds of videos that you talking to the cop, whether he's going to put you in torture cuffs or not, has not helped you. It has not helped you. We've seen on hundreds of thousands, maybe millions of videos that you having a back and forth with that cop, it is not going to determine the outcome is going to be better for you. So this shows the cop that number 4 on here says that I don't have to give ID. No ID is required. I plead the Fifth Amendment. I identify as good citizen. So because of Hibble is an intrusion into our Fourth Amendment. So when I cite Hibble on here, Hibble versus Nevada with Raz, citizen must state how they ID, do not give ID without probable cause. That is actually an encroachment into our Fourth Amendment. The fact that I have to tell the cop I identify as good citizen, or I identify as Mr. Johnstone, or I identify as badass mother, or I identify as pig slayer, or I identify as your daddy. However I identify is what I have to say to that cop. The easiest one to avoid further persecution is to say, I identify as good citizen. I'm following the law as it is written. I plead the Fifth Amendment. I invoke my First Amendment right. This is now a police protest. It says right here, officer, no ID is required without probable cause. If you have probable cause, then let me know what that is. I'll submit to arrest right now. I'm not going to resist. We know this because of Nivens versus Bartlett, 2019. If you resist arrest, the court will find against you for resisting. Nivens versus Bartlett, 2019. So you have to know these things. So Wilford down here said this only works in certain states. Wilford is right and Wilford is wrong. So where Wilford is wrong is that this only works in certain states. That's where you're incorrect. This works in all states. Number two, where Wilford is right is this only works in certain states. So the states that have a stop and ID law in their state, states like Nevada, states like South Carolina, states like Tennessee, those states that have a stop and identification law created in the statute, in the state statute, that is those are the states where Wilford would be correct. You have to state how you identify. In states like California or Washington or Idaho, I don't know if Idaho is a stop and ID state. I don't believe that. I don't think Utah is a stop and ID state. I can't remember. But if it's not a stop and ID state, Wilfred, to your point, if it is not a stop and ID state and the cop says, number 4, hey, I have reasonable articulable suspicion, let me see some ID, you don't even have to say that you identify as a good citizen. You say, I invoke my 4th Amendment right to unreasonable searches and seizures. I'm not going to give ID without probable cause. So you're half right and you're half wrong and you're half wrong and you're half right. I mean, I pretty much have dedicated my life to doing this. If you guys haven't noticed, I do this same thing every single day. I give away my products to as many people as my finger can click during the 2 or 3 hours a day I come on live. I'm going to give away a bunch of these cop cards to random people today. I'm going to check my order forms, go on my website right now, delete laws. I'll tell you what, I'm going to give away to 7 people right this second. 7 people. If you have your order form in between 1:30 p.m. Pacific time and 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, I'm going to go through there and randomly select 7 people. And then all my moderators, I'm going to reach out to each one of you guys on the phone, and I'm going to send all of you guys a 5A cop card. Every single one, every moderator I have gets a 5A non-driver cop card and a 5A driver cop card. So if you've been a moderator for me, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I really have appreciated you. And I know that sometimes people get timed out when they shouldn't be timed out, but these moderators have been with me through thick and thin, and I have been drugged across the internet several times. People made up lies about me, and these moderators have been here for me, and they've never wavered. So that's why each and every one of my Josh, got it. Thanks, Jeff. I appreciate your order, dude. Thank you. So Jeff ordered one. Thank you, dude. God bless you, brother. Thank you. I appreciate that. I want everybody to have one. But what I will do, Jeff, since you ordered something, I'm going to send you everything else I sell for free. I'm going to send you the trifold that I sell for free. I'm going to send you the print at home 5A cop card. I'm going to send you my ebook. And I'm going to send you this poster that I show to everybody. I show this every day now because so many people love it. I'm also going to send you this poster in the mail. I'm going to send it in your email, Jeff. Print it out. Cost you like 20 or 25 bucks, 30 bucks maybe at FedEx, Kinko's. But if you put this on your wall and you start talking with people about this poster, you're going to be blown away, dude. So many people will stand around your kitchen, your living room, your dining room, and talk about this poster. There's so much information on there. 1704, police start with the South Carolina slave catchers. This little fun fact right over here. There's so much information on this poster that now that I'm giving it away for free, so many people are printing it out. And the feedback I'm getting is that Aurora, try it again. If you got an error on my website, try again. Try again. Try again. Try again. But these are in. I'm really, really excited. I'm really excited to be able to share these with you. I'm really excited that people see. I tried to put delete laws in a tiny little caption on the end. You can kind of see it. You can kind of see it down there. It says delete laws. You see I tried to get a little branding in there. It didn't really work out very well on this particular print. But, hey, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? And the same deal I do every single day. I'll do the same deal every single day. If you don't have any money, I'll give you everything I sell for free. If you don't have any money and you can get one of these that I'll give to you right now. This is one that I just printed off myself and then I laminate it. It's exactly the same as this one. Only this one is a plastic credit card that I printed out. Got you, Lithium. I just saw that super chat come in. Got you, Lithium. I will send you everything I sell for free in just 1 second. So the only difference between these two is this one. This one right here is one that I'll send to you in your email, or you can buy from my store. I'll give it to you. It's. I need you to have it. So this one here is one that I laminated myself. This one is I print up in Los Angeles from a factory, and we ship this from our factory. So I'll give you this one either way, so you have it in your wallet. I don't want you to go without it. And then this one you have to order from my website. You can get this one too for like $10, but if you don't have any cash, you know I'll cover you. You know I'll give it to you 100%. It's just the way it has to be. It's just the way it has to be. So Josh, if you're low on funds, then you go through my inquiry form on my website. Go to deletelaws.com with a Z and go to my inquiry form and say, yo, I don't have any funds. And then I'll get your email address and I'll just send you everything via email. If you can afford to, oh, thanks, man. That's really kind of you. I don't want free stuff. It's more valuable when I purchase, but definitely appreciate it. It's not an ego thing for me, and it's not a capitalistic thing for me. That's not what it is for me. It's that I've dedicated my life to studying these pigs and the policies and procedures that are created in our country. And I have all this knowledge. I'm sitting here on all this knowledge. And I just don't think that it's very fair or very cool for me to be a pure capitalist and say, if you can't afford my trifold, then I'm not going to give you one. It took a lot of time and effort and energy to put this together. But at the same time, there's so many people in the room here. Jeremy, I thought James. So James here, James Shepard, he just bought a 5A cop card. So now what that tells me as a human being is that since James stepped up and he spent the $30 for this to ship it out to him, then what that means for me is that I need to give back. And if I don't, I don't feel good about myself. So I can't sit on all this knowledge. Now, look, if you want my hard copy product, the trifold that I ship from LA or the 5A cop card that I ship from Los Angeles, you have to buy it. I can't afford to give these away for free to every person. I'm going to give a bunch away today. But if you buy anything from my store or you need anything from my store that I can email to you, which would include also the 5A cop card, this 5A cop card that you laminate at Kinko's, or this trifold that you print at home, then I will give these to you 100% for contacting me. That's what I'll do. And I do it every day. I do this for thousands of people. It's the right thing to do. So that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. Let's get into a couple minutes of this video I'm going to share with you guys. And then while we're watching.
And sirens mean nothing. We're just out here.
I call my father.
No.
He owns the island.
A Florida woman who fled police in her Tesla to allegedly avoid a DUI begs cops to let her father, who, quote, owns the island, come and rescue her. Welcome to After Hours, presented by Law and Crime. I'm Sam Goldberg. Today we're in Duck Key, Florida, an island near Key West with a population of under 1,000 people. It was a Monday around 8 p.m. Police were called after 24-year-old Stephanie Bloodworth was spotted allegedly recklessly driving her gray Tesla. Dispatchers were told she nearly hit a palm tree, then put the car in reverse and almost hit two pedestrians. Monroe County deputies eventually tracked down Bloodworth inside her parked Tesla.
Turn off of the vehicle. Turn it off.
Why do we always hear that every time?
Stand in front of my patrol vehicle right now. Right now. Ma'am.
Sorry, what are you accusing me of?
Ma'am.
Yeah.
You need to come over here right now.
Why?
Because I'm telling you to.
I mean, listen to
You're
how
running from me.
I did not.
I mean, listen to how the cop talks to her. He's got his gun pointed at her. Like, why do we accept this as a standard operating procedure?
Right here.
Yeah. Now you are.
So, what do you want?
Ma'am.
What do you need?
Do you need me to pepper spray you?
Introducing
Oh my
the next
gosh.
generation of pepper spray. Meet Palm.
You got to be kidding me, dude. I'm not sitting through their garbage ad. Wow.
For what?
Turn around.
I mean, listen to how he talks to us. You are not allowed to talk to me that way, you son of a gun. You're not my dad. I'm not 6 years old. You scream at a toddler like that when they run in the street and you lose composure because you don't want the toddler to get hit by a car. And then you hear your voice go, get out the street, right? But a full-grown man wearing a badge claiming to be a peace officer, listen to how he's speaking.
You need to get over here right now. Turn around.
Look at him losing his composure, losing his cool, acting like a total animal.
511, she's refusing to comply.
Oh, shut up, dude.
Get out of the vehicle. Get out of the vehicle.
You got me up, bro. I owned it.
He has to behave this way? Why does he have to behave this way? Do you think he's really saving someone's life by running up and attacking her?
Actively resisting. Get out of the...
She's sitting in her car. She's looking at him. He's attacking her. Look at this guy. I mean, look at the behavior. It's ridiculous. And we watch it every day.
Get out of the vehicle.
What a psycho. What a total psycho.
She's taking off.
Got you, Valerie. So let me ask you a question, and I'm sending off some emails right now as we talk here. But let me. Oh, you got it, Desert Dog? Right on, dude. Terry, hit me up. I'll send you it. So do you think maybe the way he communicated with her, the hostility and the aggravation and the angst and the freeze right there, show me your fucking hands, do you think maybe that has something to do with the way people respond to these jackboot thug pigs? Put a 1 in the chat if you think that maybe the way these people are behaving toward us, the general public, has it so that people don't want to deal with these jackboot thug pigs. Is that kind of, are you guys seeing the same thing I'm seeing? I mean, that's kind of how I'm seeing it. That's what I'm seeing. I'm not sure if you guys are seeing that, but that's definitely what I'm seeing. So I just wanted to see if anybody else felt the same way that I did.
5111, I'm in pursuit again.
After the officer repeatedly bangs on her window, Bloodworth then drives away. The deputy hops back in his cruiser and takes off after her before she gets stopped a second time.
We're stopped again. Turn off the vehicle.
I mean, listen,
Sheriff's office.
that's
After he stops,
That's what I'm talking about. Listen to this. I mean, let's just listen together just real quick. I'll come right back to it. Let's listen to this just real fast and see how he speaks to her. Let's just take a listen. I'm going to find the button.
Turn off the vehicle. Sheriff's office. Turn off the vehicle. Sheriff's office.
Turn off the vehicle. Sheriff's office. What the fluck are we talking about here? Why the fluck are you talking to me that way, Bubba? I'm now a middle-aged man. I realize my physical capabilities have diminished. I'm no longer 25. When I was 25, I could pretty much just beat the piss out of anybody. But you're talking to me like you could beat the piss out of me. And even though I'm 49, I don't think you could beat the piss out of me. So I don't appreciate the way you're talking to me. And as soon as you talk to me that way, my ego is going to get involved and I'm going to go F you. You don't talk to me that way. Get out of the car now, sheriff's office. Maybe I'm not going to get out of the car now. Maybe F you. Maybe I think you've challenged my manhood. Maybe, just maybe now we're going to have this ego beef because you're talking to me like this. You don't even talk to your freaking dog that way. I don't even talk to Charlie that way. I wouldn't talk to my dog that way. Charlie. My dog's over here asleep. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. And they wonder why people don't respect them and don't like them.
after he stops Bloodworth the second time, she gets out of the Tesla and now appears to be on the phone with her father.
I know the police just stopped me over. Oh my God, Dad!
James in Wisconsin. Stop resisting.
Oh, dude. What are you doing? Stop me over.
Okay, so hold on a second.
After he stops Bloodworth the second time,
Okay, so she stopped.
she gets
Let's
out
watch.
of the Tesla and now appears to be on the phone with her father.
Okay, so she's out of the car, standing there with her phone. Let's see how he behaves.
Stop me over. Oh my God, Dad.
He attacks her. He viciously attacks her, starts throwing her around. All he has to do, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong here. Correct me if I'm wrong. All he has to do is go stand in front of the driver's door so she can't get back in the car. Am I correct on that? Or am I wrong on that? I mean, that's all that she had. Literally, he only need go stand in front of the driver's door and say, you're not getting back in this car. I've called for backup so that we can take you into custody because I think you're drunk driving. I'm going to stand here with you until backup arrives. If you do anything, I'm going to tackle you. I'm a man. I'm bigger and stronger than you. And if you don't do what I say, I'm going to put you in torture cuffs. Then she can do whatever she wants, but then he doesn't look like a psychopath. He looks like a total psychopath here. She gets out of her car and he goes
Bloodworth
nuts.
the second time she gets out of the Tesla and now appears to be on the phone with her father.
I don't know, the police just stopped me over. Oh my God, Dad. They're arresting
Stop
me.
resisting.
No, dude. What are you doing?
Don't resist.
What are you doing?
He's attacking her is what he's
You didn't
doing.
even know me.
Right. It doesn't matter if he
Dad,
knows
they're
you.
arresting me.
Stop resisting.
He's acting like a psycho.
Dad. Dad.
Look at what a psycho he's at. I mean, look at this. We're watching it.
Get on your
Dad.
Look at what he's doing to this girl who's just drunk and stupid. And he's just physically beating her up.
I'm on the floor. Dad.
Look, he's sticking his knees in her. She's wearing little short shorts. She's got a pink top on. She weighs about 110 pounds.
Dad.
Look at him jerking on her arms.
I don't know what I did. What am I doing?
Look, it's hard for a full-grown man to get a 110-pound girl's wrists put behind her back. So maybe that's a stupid process. Just maybe.
One detained.
Why are you doing this?
One detained, everybody. Where's my bone? Somebody give me a bone. I got this girl in torture cuffs.
Why are you doing this? Why? My dad's in the car. Why are you doing this?
Okay, let go of
No,
your phone.
no, I'm not. My dad is on the phone. And he's...
Hey,
Hey!
you are not going to kick me. This is not okay. Get your leg over here and turn over.
Wow. Just psychos.
Still.
Oh, bro, you're a real winner, bro. You're a real
What
winner.
happened? What?
The way you've treated this woman, dude, you are a champion, bro.
Bloodworth repeatedly says she doesn't know why she's being stopped
You're a
or why she's
champion.
being detained.
No, this is what happens when you flee and then you kick me.
I didn't flee and I
This is
didn't
what happens
kick
when you
you.
flee
So
and
those
then
lights and sirens mean nothing? We're just out
Can
here.
call my father?
No.
He owns the island.
1511, you can
Okay.
release the air.
Call my father.
I'm not calling your dad.
Then what are you
How
gonna
old
do?
are you? How old are you?
I'm 24.
Okay, 24. We don't need to call your dad.
Yeah, you're right. And you're not gonna take me in either.
You could have killed someone.
Yes, you.
Yeah, I could have killed you too, but you're alive, right?
Alright, you wanna put her in?
You need to notify him.
I don't
Valerie.
need to notify anyone. You're an adult.
Hey, Valerie, your Gmail address will not allow me to send you the package for free. For some reason, your Gmail address won't. Valerie, you have to try it another way. You have to use a different email address. It cut me off. So, Valerie, check your email. Jeremy, Luis, Aurora, Jeffrey, Marshall, Gary, Nathan, James, Matthew, check your email. James, check your email. Jeffrey, check your email. I just sent off a bunch of free stuff to a bunch of people. Everybody check your email. I sent you the poster, the 5A cop card. I sent you everything I sell for free just now to 24 people, like just so many people. And I'm just going to keep on sending off free stuff the entire time that this live stream is on. If you order anything from my website, I'm going to give you everything else I sell for free. Go to deletelaws.com, get this trifold in your car, But the new 5A cop card is now in. The actual credit card version is now in. The reason why it kind of blanks out is because it's yellow and I'm on a green screen behind me. The actual 5A cop card is now in, the plastic one. It's yellow, so it green screens out on me sometimes. But this is the driver version. And then I believe that this is the non-driver version right here. Here's the non-driver card on the 5A cop card. Non-driver and driver, you get both. I send you one of both. With your order, you get both the 5A cop card for the driver and you get the 5A cop card for the non-driver. So you get both of these cards. I'm so happy right now. You have no idea. I've been working on this for months. So it's an accomplishment for me, for sure, that I was able to get this accomplished. It took so long, and it cost thousands of bucks. So
Yeah, because who are you?
He's the police.
I didn't know that.
I'm not under
Ma'am, listen to me.
Dude, my parents
Do you-
have 3 houses here.
Because Bloodworth was resisting, the deputies determined they couldn't do standard field sobriety tests at that time. Bloodworth's father does eventually show up and he speaks with his daughter.
Dad!
Ma'am.
Dad! Dad!
Stephanie, you have to calm down.
But why are they?
Copy 7275
You've been drinking.
because that's the arrest process.
And
That's so why are they doing this? Can we talk about that just for 1 second? Why are they doing this? Why are they treating her in this standard operating procedure? Because this is the standard operating procedure you were given. If you don't like this standard operating procedure, put a 1 in the chat. Do we accept drunk driving in America? No, we don't. Should we ever accept it? No, we should not. Should it be dealt with? Yes, it should. If you don't respect this standard operating procedure, put a 1 in the chat. This should not be the standard operating procedure. Even if you have to be arrested, you should not be treated in this manner. You should not be shackled up like a pig, put in torture cuffs, tackled to the ground, attacked, possibly tased, punched, hit with a stick. You shouldn't be treated that way. Dogs should not be released on you because you broke the law. No. The entire standard operating procedure of people who call themselves law enforcers, you never hear me call them law enforcers because none of them are. They go to Peace Officer Standards and Training School called POST or called CLEAT. There's a couple different ones, but they all are a peace officers school. All of them. Every one of them in every state, from Hawaii to Alaska, from Florida to Maine, from Maine to California, California to Washington. Every single state in America has a POST, Peace Officer Standards and Training. Could be called CLEAT, could be called another variation of it, but it's the same thing. They go to Peace Officer Standards and Training School. When they graduate from Peace Officer School, they magically turn into a law enforcer. There's no law enforcer certificate anywhere in America. It does not exist. Every single one of these people who wear a badge, they literally are rights protectors, peace officers, here to uphold our rights. And they magically turn themselves into law enforcers, and then we allowed this treatment for blacks. This treatment here that you're seeing, the shackling up and the torture cuffs, those cuffs were created for blacks, for slavery, 100%. I have taught this time and time again. And the more I talk about it, the more pissed off I get. Why in the hell are we allowing torture cuffs from slavery created in the Delaware colony going back to 1693? Why do we have slave cuffs on people in America today? Why? Why do you and I accept that this is the standard operating procedure? Why? Why? Why isn't every single person at every single city council meeting across this country saying, you know what? Cops are now wearing cameras on their chest everywhere. Why can't we move to digital detainment? 80% of society would go with them upon request. Listen, you hit your wife, you did a hit and run, you ran over a dog, you beat your child. You have to come with us. You're on camera. If you don't come with us, we will take you down, we will shackle you, and the judge will see that you refused to come with us and be peacefully arrested. It's up to you. Now, that scenario changes when they're on meth or highly drunk. But 80% of us are not on meth. 90% of us are not on meth. We're not. Why can't we have a more humane process? Why is this the process? Why does her dad have to come down there, look at his daughter being treated like this as she cries? She doesn't need to be put in shackles. She is no danger to any of those weak-ass, beta male, bitch-ass cops. She is not a danger to any of them. Why does he have a hand on her arm? They caught her. They got her ID. They got her car. They have her identification. Why is he grabbing her? Look at his hand on her arm. I'm over here stewing about it. Get your damn hand off her. If she's going to run down the road, let her run. Let her run. You walk up and say, you're under arrest. You're being filmed right now. If you run off, I'm not going to chase you. When we get your facial recognition and the judge finds out it's you, you'll probably be charged with a felony. What do you want to do? Not that we're past that now. That's language to escalate it. We're not past that now. You can sit here and waste as much time as I want. You can waste all the time you want. The judge is going to see it all. I'm not going to fight you, bro. Get in the car. We got to go, dude. You did a hit and run. Get in the car. You're drunk driving. You got to come with me. I'm not going to touch you. It's all recorded. The judge is going to see it. It's not my job to fight you and hurt you and do all that stuff. My job is to bring you in for justice. Why can't we do that? How come we can't do that? What? The old 1989 Graham versus Connor, which is the use of force continuum, the use of force policies for America, was created with the 1989 case of Graham versus Connor. In the actual holding, so the Supreme Court doesn't rule, they hold to be constitutional or they strike down unconstitutional law at the Supreme Court level. So how come it is in the 1989 holding of Graham versus Connor, it says police are often forced to make split-second decisions. In 1989, the case is from 1984, DeThorne Graham, who's Terry stopped and then beaten senseless. They break his foot, they break his rib, they crack his head. And then he goes to the hospital after they just drop him off at home with no arrest, after they Terry stopped him for going to a convenience store. Then the Supreme Court hears the case 5 years later in 1989. And they say cops are often forced to make split-second decisions. Yeah, they were in 1989. In 2023, I don't need to make a split-second decision if I'm a cop. I got my camera right here. My camera's right on me right there. Hey, man, listen, you're under arrest. Oh, you're going to run? Okay, go ahead. 1042, I got a guy running. He's going down Prospect Street. No one's going to chase you, bro. We're just going to keep tracking you till you get tired of running. There's a drone in the air right now. It's going to track you. You might get away today. We're going to get you, though. I'm not going to touch you. The car's right there. Do you want to come get in the car? Everything's on camera. Judge is going to see all this. It's up to you. You're going to decide just to go ahead and go home and defy my orders? You can do that. Tomorrow when you wake up, there'll be 10 of us outside there and your car will be blocked in. You won't be able to go anywhere. No one's going to touch you, though. Just get in the car. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? How many of you would go? 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 Oh, Reed, you got blocked, dude. You're spamming a little bit. Sorry about that. I'll unblock you after the live. Why can't we do it that way? How come? We now are in a digital era. Why can't we do it that way? Why do cops have to tackle people? So this timestamp here is at 6 minutes and 10 seconds. Here it is when she finally got out of the
Appears
car.
to be on the phone with her father.
She's standing there on the phone with her father, and now let's watch what happens to her. She got out of the car, she pulled over, she stopped as he asked her to do, and now let's see.
You should stop me over.
Oh my God, Dad!
They're arresting me.
Look at the frantic, look at that.
Oh, dude! What are you doing?
Don't resist.
He's got her up against the car,
What are you doing, dude? You didn't even know me.
putting her in torture
God,
cuffs.
they're arresting me.
Stop resisting.
He's screaming at the top of his lungs. She's doing nothing but standing there with her phone in her hand. She's doing nothing but standing there with her phone in her hand. Why in the world is she doing that? Is he doing that? Why is he doing that? Why do you and I as Americans accept this kind of behavior? She stopped. She's out of the car. You're in control of the situation now. You don't need to run up and attack her. He doesn't need to attack her. Check your email. Let me see if I got any more people that came through. 5A cop cards available right now. Order it now. I only got 1,000 in stock. They're going to be gone soon. It's the actual credit card is now in stock. I got the driver and the non-driver card. Step-by-step tutorial. Cop cited For the driver, you start filming, you invoke your First Amendment right. 2017 case of Turner versus Driver upholds First Amendment right. It's your right to film cops. Look how slick this card is. This goes in every guy's wallet. Get one for your husband, for your boyfriend. Every single guy in the world should have both of these cards in their wallet. This is your step-by-step tutorial. When you see the cop, you start filming. First Amendment right upholds it. Turner versus Driver proves it. Cop approaches and alleges infraction or questions you while filming. You say, I give him all the legal documents, and then I say I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. Fifth Amendment is unequivocal. Cop loses qualified immunity for questioning you. It's number 2 on the 5A cop card. Number 3, cop asks you to exit the vehicle. You have to exit the vehicle. That's the law. So what do I say on there? Filming, exit, and lock the doors. Show the card or state, I do not consent to searches or seizures. Pennsylvania versus Mims, 1977. Cop believes that you're armed and presently dangerous. If he's asking you to exit the vehicle, he believes that you're armed and presently dangerous. Not really sure what's going on over here. Just checking real quick. I'm not really sure what's going on. Oh, be right back. All right, Greg, good to see you, buddy. Thank you for coming. Kevin, good to see everybody. Dan, what's going on? Dan Lance, how are you, buddy? It's nice to see you. So that was at 4 minutes. He attacked her savagely. So look at her. I mean, is she an idiot? She's drunk driving. She's not very smart, but I think a lot of people have drunk drive. So just take a look at her, though. Does she look like she's a danger? Like she's going to be a harm? Look at her cute little outfit. Look at her cute little Life is Beautiful with the little cartoons on there. Does she look like she's a danger to anybody? Does she look like she needs to be attacked and thrown on the ground and put in shackles? I'm just asking you, does that woman right there look like she needs to be attacked and put in shackles?
Stephanie, you have to calm down.
Well, why are they?
Copy 7275
You've been drinking, and you were speeding. And now the way you've acted, you've gotten yourself in a deep hole, and they're going to take you to jail. So calm down.
Huh?
There's nothing I can do.
Just see why.
Calm down. I'll get down there and see you when I can. I'll try to get down there tonight. But you can't start acting out. It's just going to get worse.
What did I do?
Well, you've obviously, I don't know, maybe.
What did I
You
do?
know what you've done.
No, I don't. What did I do? Please.
So
What did I
I'll come down there if they'll
Why
just.
are there so many lights? What?
Yeah, why are there so many lights? Now that they have her subdued, why do they need a bunch of cars with their emergency lights? Look at the douchebag cops standing around not knowing what to do with their time. They're just wasting our time. She's been subdued. Why do you need a half a dozen cops there? It's over. Go back to work, boys. And pigtail.
Too bad you didn't see those
I
lights.
told you. Over.
They just came.
You just got here.
She got you. She got out of the car. Got back in the car.
And there's the real man who attacked her. He's a real man. He attacked her.
Took off, ran multiple stop signs. I am so happy that she didn't kill someone.
Yeah.
It's a blessing in disguise.
Just if you don't mind walking to the car so you can show me what
But even after talking to her dad, she still wanted to be rescued.
You didn't even read me my rights.
All right, ma'am.
Dad, they didn't read me my rights and they don't tell me why I'm going in.
Ma'am, if
Dad,
you resist, you're going to catch more
I'm
charges.
not resisting. I'm right here.
Get in the car then, right now.
Dad!
Chris, check your email. Sent you a bunch of free
The
stuff.
officer at the scene asks about any open containers Bloodworth might have had.
Debbie, you found an alcoholic beverage in the vehicle?
Kilroy
Okay.
in
In the,
Oklahoma. Check your email.
front door pocket. Obviously, because of her level of resistance, we can't do exercises. If she's calmed down when she gets there and she wants to do them, and you got enough bodies, that's fine. But we can't risk that with her having fought everybody here already.
The deputies then took Bloodworth back to the Monroe County Detention Facility in Key West.
I'm so sorry. Let's just go back. I was sending emails. Let me just.
But we can't level of resistance. Obviously, because of her level of resistance.
Because I'm so sorry. Because of her level of resistance. She drove away. Then she came to her senses. She pulled over, stopped, got out, called her dad, and then got tackled and taken to the ground. Her level of resistance, I just saw her. I just showed her. She's 115 pounds, 5'6", 5'7", 5'5", maybe. Her level of resistance. Bro, you want to see a level of resistance? Try doing that to me if I actually fought back. Imagine my level of resistance. I train every day. I lift heavy weights every day. I do wind sprints every single day. Imagine my level of resistance. If you think that's a level of resistance, bud, I'd love to show you a real level of resistance, because that's not a level of resistance. That's not a level of resistance. And now let's listen again.
We can't do exercises. If she's calmed down,
we can't do exercise. They want to walk her through a sobriety checkpoint through a bunch of stupid tests that have nothing to do with your ability to drive or not.
When she gets there and she wants to do them and you got enough bodies, that's fine.
Enough bodies. He said if she wants to go through the DUI protocol tests, that if you have enough people there to test the 115-pound girl behind the dungeon walls, what kind of group have we allowed to be perpetuated in our country? These are the parasites who take our money. The bulk of all your tax dollars. Where do you think the bulk of all your tax dollars go? Just take a guess. Just take a guess. Where do you think the bulk of your money goes? Where do you think it goes? Just take a guess. I'll let you know right away. Anybody can guess where the bulk of your tax money goes to. It goes to cops, and it goes to prisons, and it goes to jails, and it goes to Division of Family Youth Services. That's where the bulk of your money, your tax money goes, is to government agents to police us. That's where the bulk of our money goes. And we have no say in it. We have no say in whether or not how we're treated is humanely or not. They've created a bunch of policies, standards, operating procedures, and now you're hearing it. You could test her back behind the dungeon walls if you have enough bodies there. You better be very afraid of this 100. She might not acquiesce to being put into a dungeon. And then, man, we cannot let her show any emotion. If she shows any emotion, she gets more charges. We've created a dog shit system, and it must be changed.
But we can't risk that with her having fought everybody here already.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I hate to stop it so often. Let me just play it one more time here.
But we can't risk that with her having fought everybody here already.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. She hasn't fought anybody. She hasn't tried to fight anybody. She never fought back against the cop who attacked her. All she did for her resisting was squeeze her phone as her dad was on the other end of it. She didn't do anything as far as a fight. You want to see a fight, bud? Try arresting a guy like me who actually fights back, who's been trained in fighting for decades. Try to arrest a guy who actually fights back, that knows how to fight. You know why we never see those? Do you know why we never see those? Because they kill those guys right away. They shoot them immediately. If a guy my size, 220 pounds, if I start throwing punches and kicking and kneeing, elbowing these guys in their jaw, they shoot me. Just like that. That's why you never see cops just getting their ass handed to them by an alpha male. Because if I do that to them, they'll kill me. In that fast, I'll be dead. I saw that. I saw that accolade. Accolade. I saw it. But this guy's saying she's already fought everybody here. Did anybody see her fight anybody? I didn't see her fight anybody. I didn't see her fight anybody at all.
Deputies then took Bloodworth back to the Monroe County Detention Facility in Key West. At times, the deputies' frustration was front and center.
I can't with her, man. I really can't.
The deputy did end up having Bloodworth do the field sobriety exercises. She seemed to have a hard time understanding the instructions and even stopped to do some stretches.
Once you begin, do not stop until the exercise is completed. Stephanie, do you understand these instructions?
You need 9 steps. Count it.
9.
She's already drunk. Take a look at Stephanie. Stephanie has no muscle tone. I'm sorry, she's skinny fat, meaning she doesn't even have any muscle at all whatsoever. Her skin, there's no bump, there's no veins, there's no nothing. She's 110. I said 115. She looks more like 110 pounds. And if we really take a look at her, she doesn't have any muscle tone. Look, there's not even the outline of a quad. There's nothing. She's skinny fat. I'm not cutting her down. I'm just saying she's skinny fat. She has no look at her neck. There's nothing to her. Like,
Stephanie, do you understand?
This was front and center.
I can't with her, man. I really can't.
The deputy
he can't with her. Take a look at Stephanie here. Take a look at her. Take a look at her. She's 110 pounds, dripping wet. She's nothing to her. And look at her. Look at this young girl. I'm not saying what she did's right. I don't endorse drinking and driving.
deputy did end up having Bloodworth do the field sobriety exercise.
Look at what a happy, young, jovial girl she is.
She seemed to have a hard time understanding the instructions.
She can't do them. She's drunk. We know she's drunk. Why this stupid dog and pony show? Just do a blood test, see what her alcohol level is, and give her a charge, and then let her get back on track for life. This is just to demoralize you.
And even stopped to do some stretches.
Once you begin, do not stop until the exercise is completed. Stephanie, do you understand these instructions?
You need 9 steps. Count it.
9 steps, heel to toe, turn around by taking a series of small steps. Do I need to show it to you again? You sure you understand?
Stretch, look.
You need to stretch?
Well, I just been driving all day.
I would be terribly intimidated by this woman.
All right, Stephanie, you have to. We got to start doing this, okay?
All right, let's go.
Do you need me to explain the instructions again to you?
No.
Are you?
This is just stupidity. You're trying to give instructions to a drunk person. If you've ever had a drunk girlfriend or boyfriend, everybody knows there's no communication skill they have left that would make them be rational. Yeah, Amy, the card's available now. I'm so stoked. I'm just so you guys. So when you take something from thought to product, when you take something, Angry Vet's in the house. Good to see you, Angry Vet. When you take a product from thought, when you take something from a thought to a product, and that's what this is. This is from a thought in my head to a product. You know, I know people will purchase it. I just wanted to make sure I could get it right, where it would actually help you, where you would have a step-by-step tutorial to help you. You know, and that's why if you don't have the money to buy the credit card, I'll give you this one for free and you can just get it printed out and get it laminated yourself. So, but they're no longer on pre-order, Amy. Sorry, I got distracted. Amy, these are no longer on pre-order. They're now in, and I shipped off 100 of them today. And I'm going to give 7 away during this live stream broadcast. Let's just watch a little bit more of this and watch Stephanie as they treat her like she's a child.
Sure that you understand?
You need 9 steps back.
Well, do you need me to go over the instructions again?
No.
Okay.
She's drunk, dude. She didn't understand instructions when you're drunk, you moron.
Can you get into the starting position, please? Do you remember the starting position? Okay, it's going to be the left foot behind, right foot in front, just like this, Stephanie.
I'm like the other
Okay.
way.
Are you ready to?
Look at what a lovely person she is. I don't endorse what she's doing, drinking and driving, but I'm just talking, just look at her as a person.
Behind, right foot in front, Just like this, Stephanie.
I'm like the other
Okay.
way.
Are you ready to begin?
She's kind of, she says, my dexterity's this way. Haha, I'm only
These instructions?
Yes.
Okay, Stephanie, you may begin.
And look at the sterile, disgusting process. If you can walk on a line or not isn't going to determine if you can steer the wheel of a car. That is the most preposterous, stupid thing I've ever heard or seen in my life. This dumb test right here they're doing, this is not going to prove whether she's sober enough to drive. We already know she's not sober enough to drive. Her walking a straight line won't determine if she can push a gas and steer a wheel. That's stupid. Yeah, you know, I'm going to test my dog's intelligence, and the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to look on Google for how to test my dog's intelligence, and that will give me the reading for my dog. I'm sorry, what are you going to do? I'm going to look up on Google how to test my dog's intelligence, and that's going to tell me how smart my dog is. Okay, how do you get that jump though? You said you're going to look it up, and then that's going to tell you how smart your dog is. Yeah. Okay, how? Well, you know, I did type it in. So we are having her walk a straight line. If she can't walk the straight line, then she's too drunk to drive. You sure about that? You sure? I don't endorse drinking and driving. Birdie said, I fell out of the shower sober countless times because I closed my eyes and tilted my head. Those tests don't prove anything. I agree with you 100%. They just created these tests. So I'm not sure if you guys know this or not, but there was a time in my life that I smoked marijuana all day, every day. I woke up and smoked weed. I smoked weed at lunch. I smoked weed at dinner. I smoked weed 24/7. Now, if you had pulled me over and tested my blood, well, then the test in my blood would have come back that I'm drunk, that I'm driving while intoxicated. Is that true though? So Sanjay Gupta, he did a study. And he did a long, expensive study on Mary Jane. And you know what he found out? That the more Mary Jane you consume, the less impaired you are for driving. He tested hundreds of drivers. You can look up the test himself. And he said that the more often you dance with Mary Jane, the better your footwork is. If that makes any sense. If that makes any sense. Listen, you guys, during this live stream right now, go to my website, deletelaws.com. If you pick up anything on my website, anything at all, I will send you everything else I sell for free. Let's go ahead and how should we do this? I want to give away my first couple cards. How should we do this? How should we do it? So here's the driver and the non-driver card. How should I give away the first? How should I give away the first two cards? Because when you order the 5A cop card, you get two cards. You get the non-driver and the driver card. See this one? This one says driver on it on the upper right-hand corner, and this one says non-driver on the upper right-hand corner. So how should I give these away? I want to give away 7 of these right now to people. Just should I just pick a random number? I got that, Wanda. Good to see you, Wanda. Glad you're here. People News Today, you're a moderator, so I'm going to send you one anyway. None of my moderators, because you guys are all going to get a card from me. I'm going to give every moderator I have a 5A cop card, driver and non-driver. So none of the moderators are in the contest. This is just a simple giveaway for people who ordered something. So by the way, you want to go through, if you're not going to purchase anything, the way that I get your address is you go to my website, Delete Laws, and you get the free downloadable materials. And when you get the free downloadable materials, you put your address in there. If you put the wrong address, I'll ship your card to the wrong place. So I have to have your correct address. If you want to enter the contest, just go to my website, deletelaws.com. Go to where I give away the free periodicals. That's the Mullen Commission, the Knapp Commission, the Wickersham Commission, the LaGuardia Report, the Racist Origins of Gun Control. There's so many free things. And then I'll get your mailing address and I'll send it to you. So let me check my last group of orders here. I got Douglas. Check your email, Douglas. Let me see if that went out. Hey, Candy just emailed me and said she doesn't have a printer. I can't do everything, Candy. You're going to have to get your booty down to Kinko's or FedEx. Okay, so Chris C, check your email. I sent you everything that I sell for free. Chris C, Tommy M. And Chris didn't buy anything, by the way. He just sent in, and I sent him everything I sell for free. So let's check that. And here's Team DLZ right here. I'm sending this off again. Let me refresh this order form right here real quick. So I got Mike, I got Brian, I got Douglas, I got Valerie. Chris, you just got the periodicals and now I have your mailing address. So that's perfectly cool. Candace, you actually ordered the something I shipped to you from Los Angeles. Mig, thank you. Enrique, exactly as I asked you to do it. Mig, exactly how I asked you to do it. Thank you. I appreciate that. That means a whole bunch to me. God bless you, Candace in Oregon. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much for writing me those words. God bless you too, honey. Thank you. Really kind of you to say such nice things. So, but let's keep going. Mig, I'm sending you everything that I sell for free right this second. Get your order in now or get the periodicals for free so I have your address so I can send you some free stuff. Or if you can purchase one thing, I'd appreciate that. Candace's email just choked me up a little bit. Thank you, Candace, for saying such wonderful, nice things. I'm just a human being. I'm just a human being trying to punch my ticket into the pearly gates. That's all I'm doing here. Trying to create good karma by giving away my products. So there, that's Mig. I got you in there. Actually, I got you in there twice, Mig. Check your email, everybody. I just sent you guys off a bunch of free stuff just now. Check your email. I just sent you guys a bunch of free stuff. Bunch of people just got a bunch of free stuff. Check your email. There it is. Chris got the stuff. There it is. I'm telling you, I don't give a rat's ass. I don't care. I don't care if you give me a frickin' dollar. I care that you have the trifold in your car. It is a mission. This is saving people. I'm getting the emails. I'm getting the videos. I'm getting the text messages that are telling me, Chille, I invoked my Fifth Amendment right and it worked. The stop came to an end. I got a ticket and I got to go home. I'm getting the emails. I'm getting the texts. People are telling me this is working. They're telling me. If you ordered anything, check your spam folder. Oh, that you like that poster? Man, that poster is freaking fire. I'm telling you, I give it away for free with any purchase. Don't just leave it as a PDF. Don't just leave this as a PDF on your computer. Go print this sucker out. This is amazing. I'm telling you, this thing is absolutely amazing. There's so much information on this thing. You will sit around and talk with friends and family about all the Supreme Court cases, all the figureheads, all the civil rights icons who fought and were hung and died for our freedom all through the 50s and 60s. These people here, all of these folks here, you will sit and have a heyday. And then listing all the presidents and going over the prison industrial complex and how we got to where we have 2 million plus people in prison. There's just so much stuff that I'm giving to you. And that's okay. I'm supposed to do this. This is my role in life. I accept it. I'm supposed to lead. I'm supposed to help people. People buy my stuff. I appreciate you guys buying something. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. People support me. I appreciate it. I got big supporters here in the crowd right here, right now. There's a couple people in the crowd, and I don't want to cry because that beautiful email that woman sent me. But there's a couple people in the crowd, just so you guys know, that last year when things were down for me, I wouldn't have made it without a couple people here. So this is my duty. This is my obligation to get you guys these materials. It's my job to teach you to invoke your Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. The Fourth Amendment's gone. It's not working for us anymore. We have to move to the Fifth, and we have to use it constantly. And you have to use your camera like you're a ninja warrior. You've got to use it properly, like you're a frickin' ninja. This is my weapon of choice. I name my camera Hell, and Hell's coming with me. So this is what I'm trying to tell y'all. Now let's watch more of this ridiculousness.
Do I have more?
Once inside the police station, Bloodworth seemed at least a little remorseful for the impact this could have had on her family.
Call your dad, and then we gotta go on the road, okay? Thank you, Megan.
I got you already, Mig.
What was that?
Robert Ripley. What
You
the
said you don't
fuck?
deserve this?
Thanks, Robert. Appreciate you.
Oh, I agree. Let this be a learning experience.
Enrique in
Deputies
Victorville.
took her inside an observation room for 20 minutes, then gave her a breathalyzer test. It took Bloodworth several tries to complete the test correctly, having to redo it over and over.
All you have to do is take a deep breath. Deep breath.
Okay,
Tries to complete
so
the test
let me ask you a question. Why does she need to be shackled like that? Why does she need to be shackled that way? Why do we accept that this is the standard operating procedure? Why does she have to be treated like that?
Learning experience.
Look, why does she have to be in torture cuffs?
Deputies took her
Isn't she behind a wall right there?
inside an observation room for 20 minutes, then gave her a breathalyzer test. It took Bloodworth several
Look at how they got her treated. Look at the treatment she's getting. She didn't hurt anybody. She made a mistake for sure. She needs to pay for her penalties. But this is beyond enough payment here. Treating her like this, shackling her up as though she's some dangerous serial killer is ridiculous.
tries to complete the test correctly, having to redo it over and over.
All you have to do is take a deep breath. Deep breath.
No, but we're
I just told you.
because you think I'm wrong.
That's not what I said. I'm requesting you to do one more test your breath with person determining alcohol content. Okay?
Mark, I got you. Here comes the poster.
Would you take the test?
Mark, here comes that poster.
Take a deep breath.
Right on, Ripley.
And I'll tell you when to stop blowing, okay?
Thank you much,
And
brother.
begin. Blow hard.
Share 'em, Ripley.
Until that machine starts making noise, you need to blow. You're not blowing.
I am.
Understand one thing, if you don't,
I am blue.
you're not.
Dude, you can feel my hands.
Go. Give me the opportunity. That's time's no good. We'll go ahead and try again. Go ahead. Deep breath.
It's just so freaking stupid. It is just this is so freaking stupid. It's real simple. You test her blood. And you don't have to you don't have to hold her down and strip her blood out of her. You test her urine when she pees. This is so unnecessary. This is so unnecessary, all of these things. There's no reason. Soy Leal! So Soy Leal, if you guys don't know, I met Soy when I first started talking about torture cuffs last year. And Soy Leal sent me the pictures of his wrists after the pigs had torture cuffed him. And his name is so unique. And he was so genuine in his response to me that Soy Leal has a special place in my heart, because he was tortured so viciously in the torture cuffs. And as you guys watch this video, you're welcome, Soy. Appreciate you, bro. So as you watch this girl with her wrists behind her back, she's being tortured right now, just so everybody knows. Torture cuffs are always torture. Put that in the comments. Check your email, everybody. Check your email, everybody.
Until that machine makes noise, you're not blowing. I'm going to take it as a refusal. And refusal is another charge.
It feels like
Go ahead.
chest.
Go ahead.
Moving like that.
Go ahead. It's not my first day.
Just, and then look at them advertising their mace over here in the right-hand corner. Mace people. Yeah, more violence. It's going to make this country better.
Go ahead. The machine, you can't fool the machine. So you
I'm pressing. I just don't know if I'm
Breathe.
pressing wrong.
push it all out of your lungs. Are you sucking in or are you blowing? See? You're not blowing.
I am.
You're not. You're not.
Do you think I know how to pull this? I never done this in my life.
Blow into the tube.
I have.
Your facing turn red, nothing. Blow into the tube. No, blow harder.
Bloodworth
Just refuse. Just say, I'm not going to do it.
Eventually blew a .268. That's more than 3 times the legal limit. The 24-year-old was charged with resisting an officer, fleeing, reckless driving, and a DUI. She entered a no contest plea to the charges of DUI and resisting an officer and was sentenced to 2 years of probation. However, according to court documents, she was granted special permission to travel out of the country in September 2023 for a cruise. For Law and Crime After Hours, I'm Sam Goldberg.
So essentially then nothing happened. Like absolutely nothing happened. Zero. Am I wrong? So she got probation, she had to be tortured, but nothing really happened to her.
Hey, Sir Officer Balsam. What are you doing, man?
I'm 140. I'm continuing.
Mistake. He's already doing it wrong. So the moment the cop walks up to you, why are you talking? Why is he having any kind of conversation? I'm not sure if you guys noticed or not, but there's so many people in the crowd here who are either requesting my materials or purchasing them. And the reason why is because talking to cops, we've seen now from hundreds of thousands of videos, you trying to talk to the cop for him to be sensible doesn't work. He woke up in the morning wanting to take you to jail. He woke up with a goal today to get 2 or 3 arrests during his shift. At the end of every month, he gets a performance review, also called a quota. But it's not a quota. It's a performance review and comparing you to how you're doing to the other pigs at this pig trough. And every day, his goal is to arrest as many people as he can because he's only a few arrests behind Pig Johnson or behind Pig McCleary. And so he wants to catch up to the other pigs. So his job right now is to arrest you. How come it is? Why do you think it is so many people are on the side buying my products or saying, hey, I need that for free? How come you think that is? Why do you think? I'm just a regular dude. It has to do with when you invoke your Fifth Amendment right using your trifold and you use your camera, this creates a new level of protection for you. If you're not wasted, drunk, or doing something absolutely ridiculously stupid, then you should be able to beat the cop. You shouldn't have to deal with question after question after question. Yeah, Angry Vet. So Angry Vet is an experienced auditor. He's gone face to face with cops. Put a 1 in the chat if you've gone face to face with cops more than 6 times this year. There's going to be, besides the Angry Vet, there's going to be 1 person, me, in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat if you had not had 6 interactions face to face with cops this year. Put a 1 in the chat if you have not had a half a dozen interactions. Put a 1 in the chat if you have not had a half dozen face-to-face interactions where you're going face-to-face with cops this year. It should be everybody in the room. Everybody here should be putting a 1 in the chat because you don't have 6 interactions face-to-face where you're taking on pigs. So since you haven't, Chevy's had 0. Chevy's had 0. He's had 0 interactions. So if you're not experienced in going chops to chops with pigs, this is your positioning. This is how you do everything. I invoke my Fifth Amendment right. Well, is your address on your ID the same as your physical mailing address? Doesn't it say right there, use the address on my ID? Doesn't it say it right there? You're violating my Fifth Amendment right, and I'm remaining silent. What the flock are you talking about? David, John, Otis, check your email. I sent you guys free stuff just now. I sent a bunch of free stuff off just now. Ron, I just got an order from Ron. I'm going to send you some free stuff right now, Ron.
Let me know if you look good when you get there.
Car. I'm trying to pass it emissions.
Okay.
Making sure the check engine doesn't.
So you're going at least 90 on PIB.
I was going 90?
You're going at least 90.
I thought I was going 80, honestly, which is still high.
But you don't say any of that. You plead the Fifth Amendment.
I was trying to just get a check engine light. I was trying to accelerate quick more than going fast. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I didn't
Trying to accelerate quick instead of go fast.
161 1027 through Georgia. 161. It's going to be 059 026 693. Repeating 059 026 693. He's going to jail.
Anyone else?
No, just one. Hey, step out of the car for me.
Yes, sir.
Check your email. Ron, just sent that to you, Ron. Courtney, check your email. Thomas, check your email. So, I mean, look, the reason why these people are getting these products is so that they use them when the cops pull them. Put a 1 in the chat if you know for a fact the cops are going to pull you over. Put a 1 in the chat right now if you know cops are trying to pull you over. Right now. If you know cops are trying to pull you over, put a 1 in the chat.
Need the bill sale for
No, just step out of the car.
Just turn around.
Go ahead, put your hands behind your back.
Oh,
You're under arrest.
for what? For what?
Reckless driving.
Let's try it.
Are you serious?
Yep.
Yes.
This your car?
Yeah, I own a car dealership.
Okay. Where?
North Snellville, Georgia.
Snellville?
North Georgia Auto Brokers.
Okay.
Well, are y'all seriously arresting me?
Yes. You don't get to go 90 in a 45-mile per hour.
Yeah, I was just trying to test the car for emissions. I was just trying to test the car for emissions. Can I at least call somebody to pick up the car?
161, 1 mile, 1090.
No, they're going to impound your car, brother. That's their goal, to arrest you, impound your car, and steal your money. That's their entire goal, my brother. You just gave them their whole goal for the day.
Can I at least pick up someone to pick up the car?
Yeah. Go ahead, spread your legs for me.
Yes, sir.
Do you have anything on your pockets like a poke stick or stab me?
No, I have a phone, I have a wallet, I have cookies are actually in the car, I have a vape. That's about it.
Let's do a giveaway. I figured out a way to do it. Let's do a giveaway. Let's give away a 5A cop card. Let's give away the real 5A cop card, driver and non-driver, right now. And here they are right here. Here's the driver and non-driver card. I'm going to give this away right now to somebody. So let me open up my email address here. Let me go like this right here. Okay, cool. So here's, okay, how can I do this? I could go, okay, so let's go like this. Okay, and now I'm going to share this with you guys, and you guys tell me which one to pick out of the group, okay? So let's go like this. Let me just make double sure. I just want to make sure. Okay, there we go. Now people can't see everybody's information here. So here it is. Okay, so here's all the people who have, this is not all the people, but this is some of the people who have contacted me. So let me know which one of these to click on. Let me know which one. I have no idea. There's even more. This is just the front sheet here. So which one of these do I click on? Let me know. You guys, let me know which one to click on. What about this one right here? Should we do this one here? I haven't opened it. Should we just do this one right here? Is that cool with you guys for just a random pick to give away something for free? Let's just give away something random for free here. I haven't seen any of these orders. I don't know who these orders are, but let's just pick this one right here, okay? Monica Wren. Oh, might be something a little bit more than just a little bit more than you know what, maybe it's not a good idea if I show you guys this live. I don't want to give anybody any personal business away to anybody. Let me open up one randomly so that we don't see someone's story who contacted me. Let me see what Monica's story was. Civil rights discrimination. So this one is not. Oh, I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to mark as unread. I don't know how to do a random giveaway. How do I randomly give away 7 of these cards right now? I would recommend you just go to my website and just get one. If you can't afford one, I'll give one to you for free. But I'm going to give away 7 of these today. 7 cards today to 7 different people. The driver and the non-driver card are going to be given away today. Yeah, I know that, Kevin. So Kevin pointed out that if you get the free stuff, you have a copy of this already. Just print and laminate it or buy it. I plead the fifth. We pick a number and you count the number. Okay. What's the number? Okay, here. I think that's a good idea. Number 4 giveaways here. So let me give you a bunch of numbers. So I've got between 14772 and 14791. Here's the numbers. Between 14772 and 14791. Pick a number. Pick a number. 14772 between 14791 and 14772. So I mean, these are some folks who already ordered something, but I'm gonna I love you guys, man. I love you guys. 19 options and only one can win. Yeah. I think people are just putting their own order numbers into the chat. That's what I think. I'm going to have to figure out a way to do this because I'm not doing a very good job here. But I will figure it out and I will give a bunch of these away today.
Can I get somebody to pick up the car at least?
Yeah, we can place that phone call. I'll let you make that phone call.
Yes, sir.
Who are you going to call and where are they coming from?
I'm going to try and call my girlfriend. Hey, Marina. She's actually on the phone right now. If you could turn it up for me, please.
Yeah. Let me sit you down real fast.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Yes, sir. Go ahead. That's crazy. Oh, really arresting me for this?
Yeah, go 95 and the 45.
I was literally testing the car for emissions.
Bro, you don't.
Trying to bring
Please don't stop with that, okay? You're not driving 95 miles per hour. Was almost 100 miles per hour, and just to drive a car. There's no way. There's other ways to test a car.
I mean,
come on, you have it. You have a dealership. You know this.
Yeah,
exactly. So don't say that you're gonna drive 100 miles per hour just to test drive a car. There's no way.
Accelerate.
Do you need to turn the mic off?
No, turn it back on. Yeah, and then just turn the volume up.
Okay, volume's all the way up.
Hey, Marina.
Yeah.
Hey, I need someone to pick my car up. I'm going to jail.
What do you mean?
They're arresting me for this.
Why?
I don't know. Apparently reckless driving, but I don't know, bro. Can you call like Michael or someone? I think they're in the area.
Okay.
Please.
Can I come?
Yeah, you could come. It's the Goodwill. I think you might have passed it.
Goodwill off of PIV.
Goodwill off of PIV.
Okay, I'll call someone.
All right. Thank you.
I'm gonna hang up for right now.
All right.
Do you mind waiting around for her? I guess I should have called and gotten the ETA, but I think they were like close by. He was the one who was racing, and I'm almost certain, or he wasn't racing, but I'm almost certain she was behind him going the speed limit.
Ask him how far they are, because we're not sitting here.
Yeah. Your dad's calling.
Hey, Dad. What's up?
انت البوليس موقفك ولا حاجه؟
Yeah.
البوليس موقفك؟
Yeah.
يا اخي بكلامك وانت سايق؟
Yeah.
يا حبيبي انت كنت فين الحته بالظبط؟
Goodwill.
فين؟
Goodwill.
جودويل؟ ثاني حته ده؟
Goodwill off of PIV, Peachtree Industrial Boulevard.
يا حبيبي هو هيعمل لك تيست طبعا وهيقفل انت دي
لا انا راح
161
ما تقولش كده.
Go for 161.
Yeah.
Yeah, for semi.
طب انت هنعمل ايه دلوقتي؟
اروح السجن مش عارف اعمل ايه.
خلاص قال لك هتروح السجن في الشغل.
Yeah, انا في العربيه.
Is that your girlfriend?
بتاعت البوليس.
Yeah, no, that's actually not. I'm not sure who that is.
Oh,
actually, I think that might be my cousin, but.
Okay.
Yeah, انا في العربيه بتاعت البوليس.
Okay. I gotta go ahead and hang up and talk to them. Okay.
لازم يقفل التليفون بالأوضة. ماشي. أنا هخلي مركز يجي يشيلها دلوقتي.
طيب يلا باي.
ماشي خلاص.
Hey, how are y'all doing? Okay, so right now
he's getting arrested for reckless driving.
For reckless driving?
he was
Is there
going.
anybody in the car with him?
No, just him. He was going at least 90 on this road.
90?
Yes, he was just flying down PIV.
Is he okay?
He's okay. He has someone coming to pick him up. Were you guys with him tonight?
Yeah, yeah, I was with him, but I'm not sure what.
Okay.
Can you speak to me real quick, if you don't mind?
Yeah, mine.
You plead the fifth. You don't tell cops you were with somebody they're arresting. You say, I don't want to answer any questions. Thank you.
Someone come pick up the car?
He called his girlfriend, but if you guys.
No, we can take the car. Yeah, yes.
Okay, so which one of you guys is going to be driving?
I'll drive.
Okay. Was he drinking tonight or no? Because I'm trying to understand why he's just flying down the road.
No, it's a fast
So
car.
tell on your friend and get him put in prison.
What's it from?
That's what we need you to do. Tell on your friend, please.
Oh, okay. Okay,
why he's driving with a dealer tag?
He owns a car dealership.
Yeah, but just a paper tag. That that's not valid, right?
Not sure.
Yeah, if
What
he
a
owns a
bunch
car
of
dealership,
crap.
he needs to have a dealer tag.
He needs a dealer tag?
Not a test drive tag.
Doesn't?
Right. Which one of you guys is going to be driving the vehicle?
I got you, Roland.
Okay, so
I
I am
see your
going to
email.
need your license real fast.
Sure.
Just because I'm relinquishing control of the vehicle over to you.
Yeah.
He wanna be so bad. So.
Huh?
He wanna be so bad.
He wanted what?
B. Go number 1.
He's gonna have to wait. He's gonna have to wait. Okay.
I mean, look at the. I mean, look. These people have got some dough. Okay, these people have got some dough. I mean, she walks up dressed in her. Check your email. I just sent off 50 people who didn't purchase anything at all from my website. Didn't purchase anything. I sent you everything I sell for free just now to 50 people. Just now, while we were watching that together, I was clicking in the background and I sent off 50 just now. So I hope my email address doesn't get suspended, but you got to get everybody has to have my stuff. You have to have my cop card. Everybody has to have my stuff. You have to have the trifold in your car. You have to have it. If you can't afford it, I'll give you one for free. If you can afford the $9 one, I'll email you everything I sell for free. If you can afford the $30 one, I'll email you everything else I sell for free. I can't give these away, and I'm going to give away 7 of these. I'm going to figure out a way. Oh, is that right? Mike said, I just found you off another video talking about you, looked you up and started following you when you went live. I can't read the card you're selling, but I did find a great video that tells you step by step when you get pulled over. Right. So I'm sorry you can't see the card, but so here is if you're a male, here's the driver. If you're a man or a woman, so sorry, I said if you're a man. If you're a driver versus a non-driver, so here's the driver card. The driver card, it's a step-by-step tutorial of how you deal with the cops. So if you're driving a car and you know your 5A cop card, the first step you do is you start filming and you state out loud so your camera can hear it. So when I see a cop, I start filming him. And then as soon as I see him, I say, I invoke my First Amendment right. My camera heard me say it. I invoke my First Amendment right. And then, yeah, I know that. I'm not worried about it. And then after that, cop approaches and states the alleged infraction or questions you, filming. All you do is say, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. The law is the Fifth Amendment's unequivocal and the cop loses qualified immunity for questioning you further. So the 5th A cop card is something you get on my website on deletelaws.com. I'm not sure if you guys saw me go through that DUI checkpoint about a month and a half in Los Angeles, but the moment I went through the DUI checkpoint, I pulled up to the DUI checkpoint and he said, "How you doing? You been drinking?" And I said, "I invoke my 5th Amendment right to remain silent." And the copper said, "Have a nice night," because he can no longer ask me if I've been drinking, where I'm coming from, where I've been. It lays it out in your 5A cop card. It says right there, 5th Amendment is unequivocal. Cop loses qualified immunity for questioning you. It's right there. Cop asks you to exit the vehicle. While filming, you exit and lock the doors, show the card, or state, "I do not consent to searches or seizures." I give you the option on the card to either state it or give it to the cop and point at it. And this is going to be the Salinas case from the Supreme Court that said you have to state that you invoke your 5th Amendment right. You have to state it out loud. So you have to say, "I invoke my 5th Amendment right." And that's the Salinas case. And then right here, if he tells you to exit the car, you exit the car, lock the doors, and state, "I do not consent to searches or seizures." The 1977 case of Pennsylvania versus Mims, cop must believe you're armed and presently dangerous. And then when you flip it over here, as your pullover continues, the cop asks to search your car. If I can give consent, then I can revoke consent. I revoke consent, stop searching my auto. So if the cop is hell-bent on searching your car and you got that vibe, that feeling, you've already invoked your 5th Amendment right. Now he says, "Well, can I search your car?" You tell him yes. You say, "Yeah, you can search my car." And then you exit the car while filming. And then as soon as he puts his little pig hooves in your car, you say, I revoke consent, officer." The 1991 case of Florida versus Gemino, it holds up my 4th Amendment. If you have the right to revoke consent. It's right here. It's number 4 on my 5A cop card. Cop says that he smells weed. This case law only applies to states that sell medical or recreational Mary Jane. While filming, show or state, "Smell is not probable cause." 2021 Commonwealth versus Barr, "Smell is not probable cause." Cop says he's calling in a canine dog. While filming, show the card or state, "Extending the stop violates my rights." 2015 Rodriguez versus United States, cop cannot extend the stop to call in a canine without reasonable articulable suspicion. So this is your step-by-step guide when you get pulled over. Now, the 5A cop card non-driver has a little different things on it, because the big one on the 5A cop card, the first 3 steps are very similar. Invoke your 1st Amendment. Cop approaches, says words to you. Invoke your 5th Amendment. He asks you to exit the car as you're the passenger. You exit and say the same thing. "I plead the 5th. I don't consent to searches or seizures." And then on the back side of this, and the cop says, "Hey, let me see some ID. I have reasonable articulable suspicion." While filming, you plead the 5th Amendment. You identify as good citizen. "I plead the 5th Amendment and I identify as good citizen." That's because of Hibble versus Nevada, which violates our 4th Amendment, that says the citizens must state how they ID. You don't give ID without probable cause. And then from there, I may tell the cop to go pound sand or F off. And you tell the cop with vulgar language, cop says he's going to charge you with this or that. Filming, state, "My right to free speech is protected by the 1st Amendment." The law is in the blue. The 1st Amendment, 1971 Cohen versus California. Cop loses qualified immunity for arresting you if you showed him the law that he was violating, the right that he was violating, because the clearly established prong at the federal court level, the Supreme Court level, would state that the cop still gets qualified immunity if you didn't tell him which right of yours he was violating. So if you arrest me for vulgar language right here, "My right to free speech is protected by the 1st Amendment," cop loses qualified immunity for arresting you because you're violating my 1st Amendment right, which is upheld by the 1971 case of Cohen versus California. This is how you do it. I mean, I'm giving you guys the light. And the big thing is that you make sure that your camera is always running. I mean, this is the real ninja warrior, because we've been doing this for decades. I got arrested 20 times at least, because I didn't have a camera. I already knew these. I already got arrested back in 2002. I memorized everything. I started memorizing case law in 2002 when they kicked down my door and no knock raided me. From there, I started studying, and I haven't stopped studying. So get this on my website, deletelaws.com. Get one right now. And by the way, if you can't afford it, just contact me. I'll give it to you anyway. It's not like It's not like I'm sitting over here being like, hey, give me your money. And no. If you cannot afford one will be provided for you. Just that simple. I'll give it to you for free. Now you have to do the legwork. So this is the one that I make in the factory in Los Angeles. This is the one that you get off my website. It's $10, but I'll give it to you for free if you don't have $10. And then you laminate it yourself. It's the exact same card. You just laminate it yourself. I'm so sick of pigs arresting people in our country that I'll give my products I sell to you for free. I'm really fucking sick of it. I'm fucking sick of it. I'm so sick of people giving their identification to pigs because they don't have the non-driver card. And the cop's like, you got to give me your ID. If you don't give me your ID, you're going to jail. Take me to jail. Because before you take me to jail, though, before you arrest me and take me down to the dungeon, I'm going to show my camera right here that number 4 on this Fifth Amendment cop card right here, it says, with reasonable articulable suspicion, I don't have to give ID. I'm going to show my camera this, and I'm going to show it to you, pig. And now you can do whatever the fuck you want, you dirty jackboot thug pig loser. Because this says right here what my rights are. This says the law. If you violate it, you go around your qualified immunity, and I will sue your ass into oblivion. I will sue you until you lose personally from this. And I will keep suing you for violating policy. The first lawsuit's for violating my rights. The second lawsuit is for violating the police policy, because that is how Brandon Ellingson's father, Craig Ellingson, got that piece of shit Anthony Piercy fired from the Missouri police for murdering his boy, by going after the policy that dirty jackboot thug pig Anthony Piercy, that he had violated. So you have got to understand what I'm teaching you here. I am on the next level. This is the next level. This is not, why did you pull me over? I'm not discussing my day. Pot Brothers at Law, great guys. That's the old way. The way the Pot Brothers teach was yesterday's teachings. They're not today's teachings. Today's teachings are, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent, and use your freaking camera. That's today's way. The old way was, why did you pull me over? And what do we see time and time and time again? That you end up going in torture cuffs, that you end up going face down, that you get charged with crimes and you get taken to jail. It's not working. You have got to invoke your Fifth Amendment right to remain silent and then use it. So that means any other questions he asks, where is he coming from? Where am I going? Where have I been? If I've been drinking, I'll take no tests or seizures, use the address on my ID. I'll give no additional information. Everything I need to provide is in the slip below. My proof of insurance, my registration, my identification, everything by law I got to give you, piggy, is right there. There it is. From there, you get the card in your face. Cop says I'm threatening him. 1942. Chaplinsky. Those are not fighting words. On the trifold, I use United States versus Williams. On the 5A cop card, it's Florida versus Gemino. Florida versus Gemino is the Supreme Court case precedence in 1991 that says that if you can give consent, you revoke consent. The 2018 case of Williams out of the Third Circuit is the jurisprudence based on Florida versus Gemino. The Florida versus Gemino jurisprudence is based on your Fourth Amendment right from 1793. This is next level. We are on the cutting edge. The reason why YouTube's trying to delete my account, the reason why TikTok just deleted my account with 150,000 subscribers, they deleted me in 2021 with 300,000 subscribers, because what I'm teaching you works. What I'm teaching you is working. I'm getting your emails. I'm getting the videos of people showing the card in the guy's face, and that ends the conversation. Just put a 1 in the chat if you don't mind the ticket. You just don't want to deal with that pig. Put a 1 in the chat if you don't even mind the ticket. I just don't want to answer to you, you jackboot thug pig. Put a 1 in the chat if that's, I don't give a shit about the ticket. I don't care. I'll pay the ticket. Who gives a rat's ass? I just don't want you to try to dominate me, pig. I don't want you to be in charge of me. You to ask me where I'm coming from. You to ask me how long my ID has had this address on it. For you to ask me what's in my phone, what's in my glove box. For you to ask me to search my car. I want to dominate you, pig. From the start of the stop till the end of the stop, till you leave with your tail between your legs, feeling like the jackboot thug pig that I made you feel like you are. You are a parasite. You are the darkness. You are the demon. You are the antithesis of freedom in our country. And I made products to counter you. You jackboot thug pig losers. You jackboot thug pig losers. Go to my website right now, deletelaws.com. Buy something or don't, but get all my stuff.
Well, he was driving somewhere, so I don't think it was that bad.
Wearing.
You know, just now that he's in handcuffs, now he wants to pee, so he could have stopped somewhere on the way, you know, if he needed to use the restroom real bad. But now he's gonna have to wait until we finish.
The guy gets to decide whether you pee or not. That's why I made this card. Got you, Barry. Barry, check your email. Don Lee. Kevin. KG, I already sent you everything already. I'll send it to you again, brother. No problem. You're welcome, Captain Switch. You're welcome, brother. Anything I can do, man. I'll do anything I can do to help you.
You advise on the VIN, right?
Yeah, it's negative 1029 out of California.
What's your food one? Do you have the wallet as well?
No, send some pictures in case he ran from anybody else.
The wallet? Is there a wallet as well?
Thank you, Donahue in Arkansas.
His phone and his ID. I didn't see a wallet.
Maybe it's in the car.
No, the wallet's in the passenger seat.
Okay, so he can spend the night in the jail?
No, he probably get out.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a couple hours. It might even be 1 hour.
Okay.
Right.
Depending how busy they are, too.
It's going to be 2 misdemeanors, right? Reckless driving and driving with an unregistered vehicle. There's 2 misdemeanors. He'll probably be out in an hour or 2
So
hours.
then why arrest him?
Right. The biggest thing is you can't be going 90 on this road. So
Why does he need to be arrested? Just wondering. Barry, check your email. Got you, dude.
And you own the dealer with him?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
It's just his father.
hey, I'm going to go ahead and write what I need to write. If you want to go ahead and take the meeting,
okay, sure.
Good to go.
I'll take it.
Everyone's good to go. Okay,
Everyone's good to go. We're stealing this guy's car, impounding his money. Candace, you should have got a confirmation. I'm sending you everything right now anyway, Candace.
Thank you.
Hey, Dave. Dave, just go ahead and go to the website and pick up something. If you want the hard copy stuff, just go and pick it up. Otherwise, Dave, Credit Fixer, I'm going to send you everything I sell for free. And then if you decide to purchase something later, you're welcome to do so. But I'm not going to wait. As soon as I get your contact, I'm going to send you everything I got.
Do you still live in Buford? 2870 Drayton Hall Drive.
Hey, Jesus, I got you. Oh, there's the question. Did you hear it?
Do you still live in Buford? 2870 Drayton Hall Drive.
Do you still live at, what did he just say? Do you still live at Buford or whatever he just said? Use the address on my ID. I'll give no additional information. Why are you telling a jackboot thug pig what your home address is? How come that is? Do you know that my address, my California address, no cops are going to find me there. I don't go there. That's not my address. That's my home address. That's not where I go. Why would I tell the pigs where I live? For what reason? Why would I tell pigs where my address is? Do you have your home address on your identification? Why? Unless you want cops to stalk you and stalk your home and where you are, why would you put your home address on your identification card? I had my business address on my ID before, and now I have a different home address in California. I don't go to that address. I don't sleep there. So why would you have that address on your, I don't really understand that, why people would do that. And then tell them their actual updated home address. Why would you tell them that?
He said they advise on the van.
Lewis in
They did out of
Virginia.
California.
Lewis in Virginia.
Yeah, well,
Jesus, check your email. I don't ship anything, Dawn. Oh, Dawn. Okay. Yeah, Dawn, I got you. Dawn in Florida. Yeah, Dawn, I'm gonna get all the moderators' addresses after this because I'm gonna send out a 5A cop card to every moderator. I'll send you everything I got now, Dawn. Jason, I know you're trying to get your kids back, dude, but I'm gonna send you everything I sell. I wish I could do more for you, man. I can't help you. I wish I could, dude.
Yeah, I appreciate you sticking around. I'll be done.
Shane, check your email, brother. I just sent you everything I sell for free. Just preposterous the way we allow people to be treated in this country. It is just so preposterous the way we allow these cops to treat us. It's absolutely horrible. We shouldn't have this be a standard operating procedure. Cops seem to be being pretty patient with her.
A Florida woman is taken into
There was no reason to body slam her, and they didn't.
custody after attempting to stab a sheriff's deputy with a tool used to fix flat tires.
Put your hands behind your back. Stop! You're gonna come through with it. Now I'm not playing with you. Put your hands behind your back. Do it now. Put your hands behind your back now. You're gonna get tased if you don't put your hands behind your back. You know that, right?
On May 11th, officials in Flagler County, Florida, got an emergency call about a woman riding her bike against traffic, almost causing multiple crashes. Investigators say the woman, 41-year-old Breanne Gattery, was also keying vehicles as she rode past on her bike.
Well, she's a real curse, huh? So she's an angry woman, huh? Angry person.
Get on the ground now.
Keying cars and...
Body camera video shows...
I mean, look at that. I'm not saying what, listen, I don't have any respect for someone who keys someone else's car. I don't have any respect for that either. Why? She ran off. You could trip her. You could hold her down with the one palm on the back of her hand. I mean, I can lift up 100 pounds with each arm, and I'm not in my 20s or 30s. I'm in my deep 40s, and I can pick up 100 pounds with each arm. I can hold down people really easily. So why does this cop have to take his thumbs and dig them into her? He's trying to hurt her when he has her that way. I mean, he could have easily I don't understand why you have to allow the people who are in charge of the law are supposed to be a little more patient, a little more humane, a little more decent. That's not decent. That's just outright pig abuse right there. That's terrible. Why do we allow this standard operating procedure?
Flagler County Sheriff's deputy respond to the scene, chasing after Gattery. As he tries to take her into custody, she begins shouting about TV producers.
Listen, let me go.
So she's mental. And let me help you guys out real quick here. Been wrestling since I was in second grade. That is not how you subdue somebody. You don't grab them with your hands at the top of their shoulders like this. If you grab me at the top of my shoulders here with your hands like this, all I have to do is this to get away, and you no longer have a grip. You can't grab my arm right here and think you're going to control me. Look what happens. it's just stupidity. Like, how do we have these dumb shit jackboot thug pigs trying to detain somebody? It's just pure stupidity. Absolute stupidity. Absolute stupidity. Let me send this email off. I got a bunch of emails going off right now. Send that off just now. You guys check your email if you would, please. Yeah, Greg, I got you. Can you go through my website though? Greg H. He just sent me a direct email. Please go through my website. Go to deletelaws.com. Go to the inquiry form. And by the way, if you guys purchase anything during this session, I will send you during this live stream. I will give you everything I sell for free from deletelaws.com. I'll give it everything for free anyway, but please go through my website. Don't email me directly because then I'm able to keep track of how many orders I'm giving away for free. I mean, remember at the end of the day, I have to have an account of what I've done. You know, we will all be held to account. We will all be held to account. You will not go through this life without being held to account. You will be, whether it be karma or dharma, or whether it be actual real world response to you. Whatever you do in this life, it will come back to you. It's 100%. If you don't deal with angst in your chest, in your heart, from abuse or from neglect or from whatever, if you don't deal with the emotions in your chest and in your heart from something traumatic that's happened to you, like, for example, being grabbed by a cop like that and as he tries to hurt you, if you don't deal with that emotionally, it'll come back to you later. I know this. I didn't deal with some abuse as a kid. And 10, 15 years later in my 30s, I found myself in this really weird position where I was still dealing with childhood trauma. And I couldn't figure out why there was like this splinter in my brain. Like, what the fuck is wrong with me? Why do I feel so off? I hadn't dealt with the trauma that happened to me in childhood. And so then when I dealt with that trauma, then I was able to move on in life. This woman's going to have to deal with this trauma. I mean, she's got some mental problems, but we shouldn't allow cops to treat us this way.
You're going to let me go and all your fucking footage on your TV?
And laying on, so, I mean, here's another thing. Here's another thing. People don't turn over and lay on their belly for people who are attacking them from behind. The idea that I should negate all human consciousness because a guy with a badge is telling it to me is preposterous on its face. What are the songs we listen to? What do we hear on the radio? I am a fighter, baby. I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to stop. Don't stop. Don't stop. Keep going. Keep going. You can do it. You can do it. Never back down. Never, 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 ever give up the fight. These are every song we ever have heard. I mean, I guess got to go back to the 80s or 90s, Pour Some Sugar on Me with Def Leppard. But most songs today are about never give up, never give in, don't back down, keep fighting for your dreams. Don't let people push you around. That's the message we get on hundreds and hundreds of Instagram stories or TikToks or snaps a day on X. We see all these videos of don't give up, don't back down, don't just give away, don't just give up. And now because a guy with a badge runs up and grabs me, I'm supposed to go, oh, okay. All the programming I put in my brain, the 2 miles I ran this morning as fast as I could on the treadmill, forget all that. Forget all that. It's a cop. So I have to just forget all natural human consciousness. The guy, he's wearing a badge and he tells me that he's in charge of me. So he gets to do to me whatever he wants. I'm okay with that because he's got a badge on, right? So my brain is just going to go, well, he's got a badge. Mark just chimed in. He said, I'm 60 years young and always love rock and roll, Chille. I'm with you there 100%, brother.
Lay on your stomach. No, you're going to bring out all your producers right now. All your TV, you're going to bring them out now. Bring them out now.
Gattery continues to reference being recorded on video.
Yeah, I'm trying to get her secured. She's resistant. Yep, you got to bring them out. Bring them out. You can for them. Yep. Put your hands behind your back. Do that. No. What are you doing this for? Because y'all are videoing me. You know you are. I told you to stop for years. You're not stopping.
At one point, Gattery attempts to stab the sheriff's deputy with what officials call a sharp fix-a-flat tool.
Put your hands behind your back. Stop. You're gonna come through with it. Now I'm not playing with you. Put your hands on your back. Do it now. Put your hands on your back.
Why don't you take 3 steps back from her and watch what she's going to do? Just so stupid.
You're gonna get tased if you don't put your hands by your back. You know that, right?
During this
He
time,
doesn't
Gattery
even know basic position of grappling. He doesn't even know how to wrist roll her.
again references a TV show and being recorded.
So she's mentally ill.
More for your TV? Yeah, you think so? More for TV? More for TV, right? Is that what it is? That's what it is, right? Don't move. That's what it is? More for TV? Huh? That's what it is? Don't move, I'm telling you now. You get tased if you don't stop. That what it is? That's what it is. More for TV, right? Yep.
AW, give me a 44. AW, give me a 44 in the chat so I know who you are. AW, give me a 44 in the chat.
I'll be a TV show, huh? I'm not the one.
Officials with the Flagler County Sheriff's Office say Gattery continued to resist arrest during the altercation.
Did he just say, I'm not the one? What the fluck? These beta males. I mean, we got to get rid of these guys.
Sheriff's deputies then used a taser to get her under control.
The vape is coming. Where'd you pick that up from?
I didn't pick that up. I threw that.
You see? No, that though. You seen that right there, right?
Oh yes, that's what she was stabbing the car.
Okay.
Even after she was cuffed, Gattery continued to put up a fight with first responders.
With first responders, huh?
Just set her back down.
Is that what they are? They're first responders or are they devils?
Continued to put up a fight with first responders.
Look at that photo. You know, I only laugh because, you know, if we didn't shackle her up with her wrists like that, if we treated her with a single modicum of any kind of dignity, if we treated her with any kind of respect at all whatsoever, she wouldn't behave in this way. And if she did behave in this way, then we would clearly be able to say, it's not the people who are peace officers. It's this woman acting nutty. She's probably 5150. We got to check her in somewhere. But because of the way they treat her so inhumanely, the watching audience, the observers, we watch that and we're like, that's the most disgusting, nasty pig. I love Yahweh's got it right there. It's just a joke, like an absolute joke. Look how she's being treated. Take a look at how she's being treated. I mean, they got her shackled up with their arms behind her back. Look how they're treating her. We are being conditioned to accept it all. And I'm trying to deprogram you and tell you that no, you should not agree that shackling people with the slavery cuffs we created for slavery, the cuffs they use are the same cuffs they used for slavery. Those cuffs were invented to confine slaves in chain gangs. I'm not making this up. You can look it up. Delaware colony, the Swedish in the Delaware colony, they almost were not even a part of America. I'm not sure if you guys know the history of Delaware, but the Swedes and the Dutch had pretty much, they were Delaware, and they're the ones who created the slave chains. They literally created the slave chains. So we're still using the exact same slave chains, and you wonder why people hate cops. You're using chains from slavery. I mean, you can't make this shit up.
Hey, just set her back down.
Daryl in Arkansas, check your email, brother. Daryl, thanks for purchasing something, Daryl. I appreciate that, man. God bless, dude. At least you can afford to. People are struggling out there. People are struggling. It's not easy out there right now. A lot of people are struggling.
Yo, where's all the cameras? Bring them out. They're all over the place.
What'd she say? So I want to roll this back. I want you to notice something right here. Okay. She's a little tiny lady. There's no place for her to put her feet. So she's being a bitch because there's no place for her to put her feet. I don't blame her. Look how far back that seat is. Look how much room is between her leg. See her leg right here? See right above the square right there? See her leg? How much room is for her feet and her knees to go there? There is none. And these jackboot thug pigs dressed up like military G.I. Joe losers. So now he's going to go to the other side and jerk her. Watch.
Yo, where's all the cameras? Bring them out. They're all over the place. Listen, yo.
Gathering now faces.
And then he slammed the door.
They're all over the place. Listen, yo.
Gathering now faces multiple charges, including.
Yeah, I've contacted her, just so you know. This chick right here, Sierra Gillespie. See her name right there. I've contacted her. She just reports this as though it's not despotism. She just reports it for the police state, prison state, death state. That's what she does. She is an endorser of the police state, prison state, death state. And I had to email her and tell her that she's a cop sucker. I did. I contacted this woman. I did. I went out of my way to contact her and say, why do you present everything as though the state is right? Why do you present everything as though cops are good? Why do you present it as though what's happening to people is just a process? And she replied back, LOL, or something like that. I went to her Instagram or her Twitter. I can't remember where I contacted her, but I said, you sound just like a giant cop sucker. You sound like a huge cop sucker. All right, so here's what I need. I need every single moderator. I need you to email me. Every moderator that I have, I need you to email me. I need to know your moderator name. I need to know your full name, your last name, and your mailing address. That's what I need. I need every single moderator here to email me, deletelaws@gmail.com, and send me your full name, your full mailing address, and your cell phone number would be great. I'm not going to give it away. Jeff Hates Pigs. I think you're one of the moderators. I want to make sure that I want to get one of these 5A cop cards off. And then what I will do is, to be a man of my word, I will pick randomly. I'll just go down my list and pick 7 people. I'll create the envelopes. And tomorrow I will show all of you the 7 people that I chose. I'm going to cover their names and addresses, but I'm going to pick 7 random people, and I'm going to send each of you the 5A cop card and the 5A driver card, the 5A non-driver card. I'm going to send 7 people tomorrow. I'll do it tonight. So I'm going to do this all tonight. So yeah. It's let me check my order form. I want to make sure that I got everybody. Who was the last ones? Alan, I believe Alan was one of the last ones I sent off to. Alan B, I think you were one of the last ones that I emailed off to. And then I got Lori H, David A, and Derek H. Lori H, I got you already on this list one time, so I'm just going to use the same email address if that's okay. I don't ship anything, Lori H. Yeah, you got a digital trifold, Lori H. You print that out yourself. I don't ship that to you. You print it out yourself. I can't ship out ones that you don't order. I wish I could. I really wish I could. I'm sorry that I can't. But you can get a rubber band and you can get it done yourself. And then David. Oh, you're from Scotland, huh? David in Scotland. Man, you ordered my product and you're not even from here. You can't use it in Scotland, David. You're not American. They don't have the same constitution over there. But DH got you. Lori H, I got you. David A, totally got you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. It means a lot. Derek H, I already said that one. Bradley B, William G, Daryl W. Check your email right now. Everybody check your email right now. I sent you everything I sell for free, including this fancy poster that is behind me. So check your email if you would, pretty please, with sugar and cherry on top. Oh, yeah. I mean, oh, dude, Sierra, that woman, I mean, she's a good announcer, but I want the rubber band. SWE, I'll send it over to Sweden, bro. I'll just put it in an envelope and ship it over to Sweden for you. Naya said that rubber band is nice. You know, I got to admit, if you get this $30 indestructible one, then you get this really amazing broccoli wad rubber band that goes over your visor. Look at that broccoli wad rubber band. It comes with the indestructible trifold. But you can also print out the one that I give you for free or you buy for $9 and then get your own broccoli wad rubber band. Now, the regular paper will break down much faster than the indestructible paper, but you can always print out another one because you have the PDF on your computer. You know, I'm just keeping it real. I just want to make sure that everybody has my product in their car. I don't want you to be driving around without a trifold in your car. And I'll give it to you for free if that's what it takes. Okay? Okay. Yeah, you get this. Everybody's talking about the rubber band. You do get, listen, and I did splurge. I got the best broccoli wad rubber bands that I could possibly get. This comes with your indestructible trifold. This is unbelievable. All right. All right. Chille spent days cutting bicycle inner tubes to make those broccoli wad rubber bands. I agree. Fast Nissan said, you know, you don't need to order this $30 one. You can just get the one that's $8 or I'll give it to you for free. You can just go to your local library and print it out. You know, I do have to make a living, but that's okay. I do. I make a living and more important, you have to have it in your car. I say it every time I do this. Your $9 won't make or break me. It won't. I have too many supporters who are here in this crowd right now who have helped me off the ground when I was at zero. So, you know, I'm not going to ever give up. I'll never stop. If you ever hear that I quit, that's a lie. If you ever heard I killed myself, that's a lie. I did not kill myself. I did not off myself in some depressed stupor. No, I have been depressed beyond measure. I have lost loved ones. I have lost positions. I have lost companies. I am not suicidal. You ever hear I killed myself, please launch a full investigation. I did not. I did not kill myself. I would never, ever kill myself. Because, so just so you know, right? I'll talk about this a little bit. So if you've ever actually, if you've ever actually thought about suicide, if you've ever considered suicide, what I did when the demon came to me and said, you should just kill yourself, you can't make it. What I did is I just started to research what suicide does to families. If someone in a family kills themselves, what happens to the other surrounding family members? I'm not sure if you guys know this or not, but I did a sociological study for 12 years, understanding ethics and sexuality. It was called Hypersexual Situations Within Social Cliques. And I ended up writing a book called The Code Amongst Men. It's a really boring sociological book, but it's based on sex. So it's interesting. And so I did this study, and what I always do is ask questions about what happens. So hypersexual situations within social cliques means that if a guy and a girl are dating, or a guy and a guy, or a girl and a girl, and they're in a social clique of a bunch of people, and those two people break up, and one of those persons starts dating somebody else who is a friend or a best friend within the social clique, what happens to the clique? What happens to the people within the clique? I did a 12-year study on that. And I wanted to know what kind of stress lines are put on communication lines if me and my girlfriend break up and then a guy in the clique starts dating my girlfriend. What happens to the other members of the clique? What happens to the clique itself? And so that was my study for a long time. So I'm always asking, what happens if this happens to everybody else around you? So if you ever research suicide, what you'll find is that if you kill yourself, your family members are 300 times more likely to kill themselves. Suicide is hereditary. Try to fathom that. Suicide is hereditary. If your uncle or your brother or your cousin or your mom or your dad kill themselves, you have a 300 times more likelihood of killing yourself than someone who didn't have a mother or a brother or a dad who killed themselves. So I remember reading that when I was so depressed and so down and like, I just want to get off this planet, you know? And I remember thinking to myself, if I offed myself, my nephews, my nieces, my cousins, my sisters, my brothers, they would have a 300 times more likelihood of offing themselves. And so for me, it was an immediate, like, well, number one, I'm just looking at it. And then number two, it was like, no, I'm not going to be the catalyst that starts the suicide chain, the hereditary suicide chain in my family. So you have to understand something. If you go to off yourself, there's a very good chance that your brother, your son, your daughter, your sister will off themselves because you led the way, and suicide's hereditary. So interesting. I mean, I research a lot of stuff. I want to know everything about everything. That's why Chat GPT is such a disappointment. There's so many good things about Chat GPT, but the disappointing part about Chat GPT is that I'm far smarter than Chat GPT. I know more information than Chat GPT. It's really frustrating. You know, let me check and see if anybody else ordered anything. Let me get off this last couple orders for anybody. The last one I had was DH. DH was the last person I sent a bunch of free stuff to. And then I got Rod. Rod just came through, and Linda just came through. So this is for this will be Rod in PA. Hey man, thanks, dude. I appreciate you purchasing something. God bless you, man. I appreciate that. So this is for Rod in PA. I'm just going to send you the forward, Rod, just real quick, so you have it, and then there's no waiting around. And this is Linda in North Carolina. Love you too, Linda. Linda, here's the poster, the ebook. Here's everything that I sell. Here's everything that I sell for you, Linda. Thanks for purchasing one thing. I also cleared out the free list. So anybody who emailed me, I don't think I have. Nope, that's it. And then AW, I need to know what your username is. That's it. I cleared out the free list as well. I cleared out the free list. Oh, is that right, Gary? Gary, I've sent you 3 trifolds, bro. Okay, Gary. So Gary contacted me, and this order is from July. I've sent out 2 trifolds to you, Gary. I sent this off myself. I like literally went down. Okay, Gary E. Let me see what you ordered. Did you order a trifold that I sent to you? I'm just not sure if you did. I just want to make sure. I don't miss a single person. If you order anything from my store, I don't miss. I don't miss you. Like, I give it away for free. So people who buy things from me, I'm not going to miss. Like, that's not going to happen. There's no chance of that. So Gary, you did order on July 31st, Gary E 9251. Gary, you did indeed order. I've sent you 2. I'm going to send you one more, Gary. I'm going to send you one more. To this Mississippi Avenue address, Gary. I'm going to send this right now. 9251. Please ship again. Gary E on Mississippi Avenue. Okay. Okay, Gary. I just sent that. Okay, cool. Just want to make sure Gary got his. What does it say up here? Aw, thanks, man. Ray Justice said that just want to show my support. I can order something. Hey, thanks, man. Ray, it's not so much that you order something, it's that I know you have it. If you can order something great, I definitely want you to. It's what I do for a living. But at the same time, Ray, I just want to make sure you have a trifold in your car. I want to make sure you have this. I don't want to cover your video. Brother. Oh, get the flock out of here. Your trifold came in 4 days? Desert Dog trifold came in 4 days. Right on. Jack got his trifold. Came the same. So I say it takes up to 21 days. I just always say that because sometimes the factory takes a minute because there's so many people. And so, and then if you ordered a digital product, please check the spam folder. But if you ordered anything today, I sent you in an email everything I sell for free. I didn't miss a single order today. Anybody who ordered anything, even if you got stuff for free, even if you contacted me through my inquiry site on my WordPress, I sent off over 200 emails today. I was clicking away in the background. So everybody has my stuff. If you contacted me in any way, shape, or form, you have everything. So you may have to print it out, but you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? All right. What did you say? He said, I think that you have jackboot thug pig 1 million amount of time that we can hear about the trifold. I think I heard that you have a jackboot thug pig. I don't know what you're saying. All right, listen, I've been on for 2 hours and 15 minutes. I was on for 4 hours yesterday. I'm going to get the flock out of here. Tell everybody, man, the 5A cop cards are in. They're shipped now. If you ordered a 5A cop card, it's no longer a pre-order. You got it for free? You got everything? Right on. Super happy to hear that. Super happy to hear that. You got your free trifold down there, Raging Bull? Awesome. You guys don't wait. Print out the trifold. Print out that trifold. Get it in your car. Don't wait. All right, I'm going to get the flock out of here. Gary, Mikey, Chevy, KT, Chris. Thank you. Mike. Thanks, dude. Wayne. Thanks, dude. I appreciate that. Wayne. Victor. Desert Dog. Oh, you got the black and white version? That's cool, Ray. That's cool. I also send off a mostly white version so that you don't have to use very much printer ink, because I wanted to make sure that people didn't have to use up all their printer ink for the dark one. So I now include a black and white version grayscale so that you don't have to use up all your printer ink. Juan, good to see you. All right, I'm going to get the flock out of here. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. I'll see you guys on the next one. Later, Gators.